Purdue University, January 1974. It would be a year of difficult challenges for higher education. It would be a year of soaring economic inflation, recession, and an energy crisis. Purdue enrollments were up, while purchasing power was down. It would be a year of administrative change. Felix Haas, Dean of the Purdue University School of Science since 1962, was named University Provost. He succeeded H.F. Robinson, who resigned to become Chancellor of Western Carolina University. Frederick R. Ford, an alumnus and business manager for Purdue University, became Vice President and Treasurer. He succeeded Lytle J. Freehafer, who retired at the end of 1973. Beverly Stone, Dean of Women, became the Dean of Students. Offices of the Dean of Men and the Dean of Women were combined to improve service to the students. Samuel A. Hay became Chairman of Afro-American Studies. Professor Hay will coordinate the program, which combines courses offered by 9 different departments of the university. The famous Ag Fish Fry, an annual high-spirited luncheon, is held in the University Armory. Guest celebrities include Indiana Governor Otis Bowen, who arrived riding a bicycle. University President Arthur Hansen gives a very short talk. Proceeds from the program support worthwhile projects and research. Occupational Outlook, 1974, a career guidance seminar for Purdue women takes place. 22 recent women graduates return to the campus to talk with co-eds about vocational opportunities. Playing in New York's Madison Square Garden, the Boilermaker basketball team treats its fans to a series of winning games, while becoming the first Big Ten team to win the prestigious National Invitational Tournament. Coach Fred Schaus's team defeats Utah 87-81 in the title game of the 16-team 9-day competition. Back on campus, about 7,000 fans who followed the series on network TV turn out to give the new champions of the tourney a rousing welcome in Mackey Arena. Jerry Nichols, injured during the tournament, was released from the Purdue University Hospital long enough to share in the celebration. Sponsored by the Purdue Alumni Association, the 4th Annual Women's Day attracts 350 women from all parts of the country to a program designed for a variety of interests. During one of the activities, Aldo Giorgini, a professor of civil engineering, describes the technique used in creating some of his unusual works of art. A grant from the Aesthetics and Technology Committee of the Schools of Engineering makes possible a display and workshop on the subject of crystalline glazing of porcelain forms. The work is by Mark Hansen, a professor at Western Michigan University and a nationally known ceramic artist. Hansen shows his techniques to interested students and faculty in the School of Materials Engineering and the Department of Creative Arts. Another grant from the Aesthetics and Technology Committee made possible the University Theater's production of Between Time and Timbuktu, a unique blend of live theater and specially made filmed inserts. In the play, the winner of a jingle contest is rewarded with a science fiction trip to the time warp. This was the first theater production of the work, originally produced for television. The experimental production was staged in the Mechanical Engineering Building in a setting which enhanced the play's theme and emphasized the link between theater and technology. The President's Council, a group of about 100 prominent alumni and friends who work actively toward increasing financial support for the university, attend the first of a series of symposiums presented during the year. Held in Indianapolis, the meeting focuses on the world's energy problem. 10 faculty members who are doing research related to the current energy crisis explained their work to members of the council. The program is sponsored by the University Development Office. Many members of the Purdue University family retire during the year. Some 500 alumni, members, and friends of the Purdue Musical Organization participate in a special Albert P. Stewart Appreciation Days program. Dr. Stewart, director of the Glee Club and the Purdue Musical Organization for 41 years, would be retiring June 30th. During the appreciation banquet, a bronze bust of Dr. Stewart is unveiled. The bust is to be placed in the foyer of the Elliott Hall of Music.
I can't close without one more time saying that I haven't made a lot of money, but I wouldn't sell my inventory of friends for $1 million. Thank you for being friends.
Spring arrives at Purdue. Purdue alumni return to the campus for the Gala Week class reunions and events planned in their honor. The classes of 1924 and 1949 celebrate their golden and silver anniversaries.
I'm just glad to be back and find so many of my old classmates.
This is our 55th reunion, you know, so we're old-timers. We're very pleased with the whole situation back here at Purdue.
I'll okay every bit of it.
I've seen so many people that we know, and it's just great.
I'll tell you, it's a wonderful experience to get back to your class reunion.
Gala Week activities combine with the annual Grand Prix activities to bring thousands of visitors to the campus. The annual bed race is held on the track near Ross-Age Stadium. students gather for the 17th annual Grand Prix race. TV sportscaster and Purdue alumnus John Totten is trackside announcer. Cynthia Ann Weaver, a sophomore civil engineering student, is queen. Tony Hullman, owner of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and grand marshal for this race, gets things started.
Gentlemen and ladies, start your engine!
Wayne Gerhardt is the winning driver, while Deborah Patterson sets a record for Purdue women by coming in fourth. The race activities are sponsored by the Purdue Grand Prix Foundation and the Purdue Alumni Foundation to raise money for scholarship funds. A record 6,795 candidates for degrees are eligible to take part in the customary twin ceremonies on Friday, May 8th. The traditional Sunday commencement was changed to Friday in view of gasoline restrictions and the possible difficulties of Sunday travel. Prescription athletic turf, a unique $300,000 playing surface, is installed in Ross-Ade Stadium during the summer. A cross-section model shows the playing surface of natural sod turf over a prescribed mixture of sand and filler. In case of rain, surface water can be sucked down through the sod and sand into drainage pipes. In reverse, the system acts as an irrigation system. Electric heating cables below the surface prevent ground frost and extend the growing season. The system was designed by Purdue's Dr. William Daniel and Mel Roby. By summertime, construction, started only a few months earlier, is well underway on a new parking garage. The structure is located between Northwestern Avenue and Grant Street, across the street from the Electrical Engineering Building. Within a few months, the new garage is in use, and a parking lot to the south of the Electrical Engineering Building is closed to become the site of the new Potter Engineering Center. The building will be named for Andrew A. Potter, Dean Emeritus of the Schools of Engineering. Researchers at Purdue work hard to solve contemporary problems such as air and water pollution. Mobile monitoring stations are equipped with instruments to measure wind speed, wind direction, vertical temperature profiles, sulfur dioxide, and suspended particulates. The instruments are being used to monitor pollutants from several generating stations powered by coal. Professor Robert Jacko of the Purdue Department of Environmental Engineering is directing the research project sponsored by 6 Indiana electric utilities and the Indiana Department of Commerce. Purdue graduate students work with General Foods in Kankakee, Illinois, in monitoring the company's waste treatment. Test samples taken at the scene are given further analysis by students back in Purdue laboratories. In the fall, the enrollment on the West Lafayette campus is a record 27,466, an increase of 884 students over the previous year. Before long, student activities get in gear. New students find other students with similar interests at the activities carnival held early in the semester. celebration of the 100th anniversary of the start of Purdue University classes is held on the Mall near John Purdue's grave. University President Arthur G. Hansen and Executive Director of the Purdue Alumni Association, Joseph Rudolph, are speakers at the event. Parents' Day, sponsored by the year-old Purdue Parents Association, was designed to encourage closer relationships and communications between parents and the university community. Representatives of the 9 schools of the university were on hand to talk with parents at separate gatherings, and general programs were held in the Hall of Music. The fall foliage of the trees adds color to the campus.
A football Saturday still brings a thrill to the hearts of students and alumni alike, especially the Purdue-Notre Dame game. This year at South Bend, the first score comes early in the first quarter as Mike Teresi goes over on a quarterback keeper. Pete Gross breaks a couple of tackles and rambles 52 yards for another TD, much to the dismay of Notre Dame's cheerleaders. Tom Clements' pass is tipped, and Bob Manella grabs it and puts Purdue on the board again. Then Steve Schmidt kicks a 47-yard field goal, and it's 24-0 in favor of the Boilermakers in the first quarter. Finally, in the fourth quarter, Mike Northington takes it into the corner of the end zone, and Purdue has the year's biggest upset, 31-20 over Notre Dame. As alumni visit the campus for homecoming, they may note both similarities and differences with their own college days. Homecoming decorations are less elaborate and fewer in number than a decade ago. Homecoming banquet, Jack Smalley, director of the Memorial Union, accepts a gift of an organ from the Alumni Association in honor of the Union's 50th anniversary. Nancy Faust, Chicago White Sox organist, plays for the crowd. Ross-Ade Stadium, 50 years after its dedication, hosts another Purdue victory over Indiana, this time by a 38-17 score.
As another year draws to a close, Purdue University looks back with pride at 100 years of quality education. Students, faculty, staff, and alumni join in their determination to maintain the high standards of education that have made Purdue a great university.